What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new update in the Black Ops 6 beta, upcoming rewards, and some important changes. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, there is plenty of brand new article coverage going up on dkdynamite.com for those who want to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 6, and of course, all things Season 6 for MW3. As of yesterday, I did a pretty quick live stream giving away about, I want to say, 8 beta codes while live, and then I gave an additional 5 to Fajardi to give away over on Detonated's Twitter. Hopefully you guys took advantage of those codes if you still needed them. As a reminder, the early access period of the multiplayer beta does last until September the 4th. Then we have the open access period from September the 6th, lasting until the following Monday. So quite a bit of time to get your hands on Black Ops 6 multiplayer, about a month and a half from the official launch of the game itself. But today the Call of Duty WhatsApp did become active again and is providing players with 1 free beta code. So upon responding with the word beta, a code should be given to you, which you can then give to anybody that you want, and you can go ahead and input that code at callofduty.com/redeem, which will then allow you to select your region and platform so you can get the platform specific code that you need to play some multiplayer. Now for those still in need of an early access beta code, I'm going to flash the WhatsApp code that I got here on screen so you guys can see. So for those out there that are still in need, hopefully you guys take advantage of this while it is still available. This is kind of a first come first serve type of offering, since if you watch this video many hours after it's come out, the code will have probably already been redeemed. But a couple of days ago, some brand new viewership drops did get announced for those out there that do watch Black Ops 6 gameplay over on Twitch. So unfortunately, these drops aren't available for YouTube streamers, but for content creators that are streaming in the Black Ops 6 category on Twitch with drops enabled, these are the rewards that you could earn and use in Black Ops 6 beginning on October 25th. There's of course a emblem called Loyal Followers, and that's going to be unlocked after an hour of watching. The Please Subscribe calling card unlocked after 2 hours, then the Where It Started weapon charm for watching after 3 hours, and then lastly a blueprint called Watch and Learn for watching a total of 4 hours of Black Ops 6 beta gameplay. Now again, these rewards are only available from August 30th till September the 9th, and the 9th is of course when the open access period of the beta does come to an end. Now I'm sure these will end up being among some of the more rare rewards in Black Ops 6, considering that you can only get these while watching beta gameplay, but there's always a chance they end up repurposing some of these viewership drops in the future for some CDL viewership rewards or some other offering entirely, which we have seen before with Modern Warfare. Now today's Labor Day updates in the Black Ops 6 beta do include the strike maps known as Gala and Pit, as well as face-off playlists, which include TDM and Kill Confirmed, that you can play on Gala and Pit. So I think in total we're going to see around 8 to 9 beta maps after weekend 2, but as of now there are a good chunk already in the game, which I think is fantastic. The strike maps do play pretty damn well. I had a blast with them over at COD Next, and again, the build that I got to play at COD Next was kind of just a weekend 2 version of the Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta, so we're just getting to the point where we end up getting all the content in the beta right now that you saw over at the COD Next broadcast. Now various patch notes have also released for the beta, which we're going to be addressing deeper into this video, but also let me know in the comments how you're feeling about the beta so far. I had an absolute blast getting my first nuke in the beta yesterday on stream. I had a couple of minutes left to play towards the end of the stream, and I'm like, you know what, gotta end off on a bang. We ended up pulling off the nuke, which was a lot of fun. I'm curious to see what changes we end up seeing to how the nuke works once BO6 comes out. Will we end up seeing a version that maybe doesn't end the game, or even some possible rewards for getting a nuke, kind of similar to Modern Warfare 2 a couple of years ago? But what's also really interesting is over on Battle.net, some new avatars were added in that are for Black Ops 6, and these new avatars do reveal various HUD icons for specific operators we're going to be able to play as, and even some new characters that currently aren't playable in the beta. So honestly, I would love to see some of these HUD icons used for the zombies HUD. I think it would be great if we got more of a BO3/4 HUD for zombies, and I think some of these icons would look great in some of those places. But you can obviously see some HUD icons for Carver, Maya, even Gray. These are of course the zombies set crew operators that you can hear voice lines with when playing with them on Terminus, but you can also play as them in multiplayer, Liberty Falls, Warzone. But there's even some new icons for characters like Volta and even Yara. I think one of the finishing move previews also gives us a glimpse of the Volta operator. Again, these will be characters we get to see later on when the game fully releases on October 25th. The beta only gives you limited access to the various operator roster from Rogue, Black Ops, and even Crimson 1. Now, I will make an updated short once we can see every single operator in the menu. I know I made a short a couple of weeks ago talking about all the names of upcoming operators that did surface a bit early, but as far as like an actual in-game preview, we're going to have to wait for the full in-game launch. Now, as a reminder, we'll probably also see the base versions of Adler and Park in the operator selection menu, since right now the icons do reflect the Vault Edition versions. I know Modern Warfare also works like that, where the icons for Task Force 141 are based on the Vault Edition skins. Maybe that'll change for Black Ops 6, considering we also could see a default-looking Adler outfit in one of the finishing move previews. I'm sure that'll be a skin that you can unlock at launch after finishing campaign, or it'll just be a base version of the operator that you could just use for free anyway. But I'll keep you guys posted on all upcoming skins with Black Ops 6 as the game does officially release. Now, what's really interesting is that leakers out there are claiming double XP tokens apparently carry forward from Modern Warfare to Black Ops 6. I can't exactly verify this just yet, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure this out once Black Ops 6 does fully release. I actually wouldn't mind if this is the case, especially if you guys are sitting on hundreds of tokens that you aren't going to use anymore since you're not going to be playing Modern Warfare. But something I'm thinking is because of the Warzone integration, they kind of have to allow you to use those tokens with Black Ops 6 unless they somehow cut it off where you can transfer your tokens from the current Modern Warfare and Warzone into the new updated Warzone with Season 1, but you just can't use them in Black Ops 6 multiplayer or zombies. Maybe that's too complicated to figure out, so they're like, you know what, let's just carry all the tokens from MW and the current Warzone into the new Black Ops 6 cycle in the next couple of months. Maybe that's going to be the case, but hey, if that doesn't end up happening, then I guess it just means we have to collect as many more tokens as we can from various Monster Energy promotions, which we're going to talk about in just a second. But for those wondering what's going on with weapon progression and why XP feels a little bit slow for our Black Ops 6 arsenal, it was confirmed by Lawrence at Treyarch over on Twitter that they're going to be buffing weapon XP for Weekend 2 since the current weapon leveling speeds are a lot slower than intended. Now, this is good news considering that you don't actually have to level up a weapon to unlock camos in Black Ops 6, which is a massive change I talked about in a previous video. Before, we had to go ahead and max out a weapon before getting all the camos for that weapon, so we don't have to do that anymore. I guess weapon leveling is really just for attachments, but that's still important to have good leveling speed so that we can go ahead and get the meta attachments, or just to be able to experience all the attachments without having to put in countless hours of work when in previous CODs it didn't take that long to max out a weapon. So either way, regardless of this fix, it's great that weapon leveling isn't tied to camo progression in any way, but still it's going to be good to know that the beta has been a really good testing period so that Treyarch does know that weapon leveling speeds have to be increased. Now, what's also really interesting is that the Monster Energy promo site did get updated to reflect exactly what rewards we're going to end up seeing for Black Ops 6. I talked about this a little bit in a recent video, but now there's updated info on this topic. So before, the Monster Energy page for Black Ops 6 did show us a bunch of placeholder information that was just the same amount of rewards we got from MW3. It mentioned the same blueprints and operator skins that we had in the current Call of Duty for that Monster Energy promo, but now the website does reflect exactly what we're going to be getting for Black Ops 6. We don't have exact preview images of the rewards, but it was confirmed we're going to be unlocking 1 weapon blueprint, 3 different operator skins, 2 weapon vinyls, and even double XP tokens. So it looks like the first 6 code redemptions you guys input on the Monster Energy page, again, you get those codes from buying specially marked packages of Monster with the Black Ops 6 Cerberus logo. You'll be able to unlock a brand new reward for every redemption, but then after 6 total redemptions, that means you got all the rewards that I just mentioned. After that, you'll just be getting a bunch of double XP tokens that you can stack up for use in Black Ops 6 or Warzone. Now, I'll of course make a good follow-up video once we learn more about what the Monster Energy rewards are. I'm assuming for the 3 operator skins, it might be the same skin with different color palette swaps, maybe one green one, orange, or blue. Probably something a bit different from what we got with MW3, but either way, it's great to know that a bunch of free rewards are on the way for Black Ops 6. And if you're somebody that drinks Monster already anyway, then these will essentially be quote-unquote free rewards you don't have to pay much extra money for, since you're probably going to buy the drink anyway, which is interesting. It also looks like the order in which you unlock these rewards may be the same for everybody. Is first a weapon blueprint for the LR762 Sniper, then an operator skin, a vinyl, operator, vinyl, and lastly another operator skin. So I'm assuming the operator you get after 6 code redemptions will end up being the best reward of them all. And I know there's some confusion as to which regions support this Monster Energy promo. I'll put a list on screen so you guys can see, but yeah, it's United States, Puerto Rico, District of Columbia. I know they mentioned the UK, Ireland, plenty of locations where you can actually find these Black Ops 6 specially marked packages so you can redeem these codes for all the rewards you can unlock. Now, another promotion with MVMT watches also got announced, and we actually saw a promo with this watch company last year for MW3. Over at COD Next, I actually received one of these new Black Ops 6 themed MVMT watches, and apparently there could be some rewards tied to this collab, which are probably going to get announced relatively soon. I think for every purchase of a Black Ops 6 themed watch, there could be like an in-game bonus, like a charm or a calling card, something of that nature, but I'll keep you guys posted when more information is learned about what could be featured. I do believe they're going to announce just about every single big collab for Black Ops 6 closer to the full launch of the game in October. But something I have touched on a little bit previously is that the brand new Wonderwaff replica statue in the COD Online shop, this costs $350, does actually come with a free in-game camo. Now, this camo is going to be able to be used in Black Ops 6, the Gold Lightning camo, which will probably end up being considered one of the more expensive camos in COD history. It's not to say that the camo itself costs $350, it just happens to be bundled with a statue that costs $350, which is wild. But I know there's going to be some folks out there that maybe just care about the camo, hence why they'll pay that much money for the camo alone. But this is a free reward that you'll be able to use day one in Black Ops 6 if you go ahead and pre-order that Wonderwaff replica, which is available at the COD Online shop. I'm sure the camo itself will also be resold on eBay or something for probably a lot more money, so I'm curious to see if this camo is animated or reactive in any way, or is it just a still looking camo that maybe just becomes one of the more rare ones for Black Ops 6. Either way though, it's going to be one of the first camos that gets added into the game that isn't tied to the mastery or progression of multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone. Now, to end this video, COD Updates over on Twitter did provide a number of different announcements in regards to what's going on with shadow bans, and even when it comes to audio issues. So when it comes to shadow bans, I'm aware that definitely is an issue. People are getting false banned by playing Black Ops 6. Not sure if it's because of the spam reporting, it probably is, but as they wrote over on Twitter, we are testing features and monitoring telemetry. Team Ricochet is being proactive with detections during the beta to stamp out illicit and compromised accounts across all platforms. The tuning for these detections are also in test during the beta. The team will continue to make adjustments to reduce issues players have been experiencing while maintaining our commitment to remove cheaters. So yeah, there could of course be some false flags, some false permabans, false temp bans. That's 100% an issue, but I think overall we have seen some cheating in Black Ops 6 already, which is wild, and I'm sure Ricochet will get to the bottom of it by the end of weekend 1 or at the latest weekend 2 to ensure those same players don't actually jump into multiplayer during the actual launch in late October. But as I always say with Ricochet, there's going to be new cheats invented every so often, which Ricochet has to adapt to and learn, which takes some time, hence why ban waves don't always come all that frequently. But hopefully when it comes to Black Ops 6, it doesn't become as much of an issue as we saw previously. Now, they also mentioned they're investigating isolated issues impacting audio prioritization that could result in lower or missing volume for some audio cues when it comes to footsteps, explosions, sliding, and even more. And like I've been saying before on stream, it's a beta. Spawns are going to be rough. That's what a beta is for, to really iron out issues like this and to point out some glaring problems that millions of players get to go ahead and test, whereas, you know, internal testing can't give them all the data they need. So I'm going to guarantee right now spawns are going to be a lot better when Black Ops 6 comes out. We typically see rough spawns during a beta. They get significant improvements before the game fully comes out, and certainly during the preseason window. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new update for the Black Ops 6 beta today? How are you feeling about the upcoming rewards and everything else we discussed when it comes to the COD Update Twitter account? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.